Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and we love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes. Thank you for all your comments and questions that you guys have posted. After reading them all and answering as many as possible, I've selected 5 that we're going to feature in today's Q&A video. Each of these individuals I have selected will receive a complimentary pair of our Wellington shoelaces as a token of our appreciation for their participation in our channel. In today's Q&A video, we're going to be answering questions about fall wardrobe essentials. Except instead of taking our Q&A questions from YouTube, we're actually going to be pulling these from Instagram, from posts that people have tagged us or hashtagged us. Remember to follow Kirby Allison and Hanger Project on Instagram and to hashtag us either with hashtag Hanger Project or hashtag Kirby Allison if there's something you'd like us to see. We also periodically feature the shoes of people that hashtag us on our Instagram. Our first post today is from Andy Murphy 333, and he has a photograph of our horn collar stays that I believe I gave him whenever we were having lunch in London. Now, many of you may remember Andy Murphy as one of the gentlemen that was working for Foster & Sons. He's had an incredible career in the bespoke shoe and shoe industry, I think over 30 years. First starting out with George Cleverly, then going to Edward Green, then back to George Cleverly, and then ending his career in shoes with Foster & Sons. Now he's actually at Simpson and is the head of all their wholesale. So Andy continues to have quite an influence in menswear and kind of sartorial artisan goods. His comment on our horn collar stays is just remarking of kind of the stiffness, and he really brings out a great characteristic of our horn collar stays. Of all the collar stays we sell, the mother of pearl, the bone, and the horn, there's no question that the horn are my favorite. I wear a pair every single day. One of my pet peeves is people that don't wear collar stays because it's such an easy way to elevate your ensemble. A nice, straight, stiff collar always looks better than one that's flapping in the wind, and that can only be achieved with collar stays. We have an entire video on collar stays, so if you have questions about collar stays, how to use them, why they're important, the different types of collar stays we offer, check out our YouTube channel and view one of our videos. Andy, always a pleasure to hear from you, and thanks for tagging us in this post. Our second post today from Instagram is from Atenake. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong, and he's from Queens, New York. And he's posted a beautiful photograph of himself wearing one of our brown Inishmine knitwear sweaters. Inishmine is based on the island of Inishmine, which is the most well-preserved Gaelic community in all of Ireland. And they have such a rich history and tradition of actually knitting knitwear for fishermen. And so Talarach, who founded Inishmine, was actually a PhD student studying Gaelic, and he was spending some time on the island in his post-grad work and really fell in love with the island, but more importantly, wanted a way to help that island preserve its economic livelihood. And so that was the inspiration for starting Inishmine, really paying a homage to the island's rich history and tradition in knitwear. And I've always said that Inishmine, I think, is probably one of the most authentic knitwear brands in the world. Every single time you purchase a sweater from them, you're helping support that Gaelic community in the island itself. Tiny island, and I actually had the privilege of visiting it one time. You can see this is a video of me actually flying into the island because you either get to it by sea, but if the sea is too rough, the only way to really access the island is by airplane. And a beautiful, beautiful island. And this season we actually have an extensive new collection of knitwear from Inishmine, and one that I really kind of call their heritage collection. It's 2 pieces. One of them is a traditional Aran celebration sweater, which has a really rich cable that would be worn really as Sunday's best for church. And the other one is a traditional fisherman kind of workwear sweater that is knit out of a really coarse and authentic bull's wool. It doesn't have the soft hand of like a merino wool. It's much coarser, much heavier, and really does a much better job actually protecting you from the elements. And it's what a fisherman, an Aran fisherman, would traditionally wear out on the boats. So we've got those 2 pieces. In addition to the Heritage Collection, we always try to carry a few of their linen knitwear pieces, which are highly unique. Linen is probably one of my favorite materials in the world because of its breathability and its ability to really regulate body temperature. Inishmine is one of the few knitters out there still continuing to knit sweaters out of linen. So if you don't own one, or if you've never experienced, I really would encourage you to try it. It's a great item for those transitional seasons where it's maybe a little bit too warm to wear a merino wool or cashmere sweater, but still cool enough that you need an additional layer. You know, for those transitional seasons, the Inishmine linen knitwear is absolutely the best. So check out hangerproject.com where we have all those listed. Nate, thank you so much for posting us. A beautiful sweater, works great, and we appreciate you tagging us. The third post we have today is from WSF Project, and this gentleman is wearing a beautiful Glen plaid sports coat with a blue overcheck, and is wearing one of our Seaman Oak Godard pocket squares. This one is one of our white pocket squares from Seaman Oak Godard, and I think that this is just such a great example of how versatile a white pocket square is. Now, what I love about the pocket squares that we carry from Seaman Oak Godard is that they still, because they're woven, have visual texture to it, even though it is a completely white pocket square. And whenever I travel, you know, I always have one with me because, again, it is so versatile and easy to wear. A nice white pocket square, especially a woven cotton pocket square, is without question a wardrobe essential. Everyone should own one. If you're someone that doesn't wear pocket squares or has always been afraid to wear pocket squares because you don't know how you're going to match them, I would really encourage you to just try starting out with a nice, simple white pocket square. There's no question that the addition of a pocket square to any wardrobe just elevates that and adds an additional level of style. Now, since the Glen plaid jacket has a nice subtle blue overcheck, you really don't need to worry too much about matching that. Because it's small and because it's subtle, you really can wear it with any shade of blue. But one of the things that I love about a nice jacket with a subtle overcheck is that if you were to wear a pocket square or a tie that has some blue in it, they automatically begin working with one another to kind of bring those colors out. So if you want to subdue the blue a little bit, you can wear it with like a white pocket square and a tie that doesn't have any blue in it. But if you want to bring that out, you know, bringing some blue into the rest of your accessories will really help accentuate that garment. Next, we have a post from our Hanger Project Instagram account of one of our fil de bouche pocket squares from Seaman Oak Godard. Now again, we've got a video on the website about the fil de bouche, which is really a piece of textile history. You know, woven in the early 20th century, we don't know exactly when, but sometime in the early 1900s, 1910, late teens, the fil de bouche pocket square was woven using a technique that allowed for a level of finesse of 100% linen pocket square that no longer is not even possible. I mean, these fil de bouche linen pocket squares feel more like cotton than they do like linen. That's how amazing they are. And they're expensive, $400, but that's because once these are gone, they're gone forever. I mean, it honestly belongs in a museum. We've got two great comments. One is from Dwayne J. Gilbert, you know, one of our great friends here at the Hanger Project, talking about how you know, he'll have to reorder if he's considering giving this as a gift because he keeps those fil de bouche pocket squares for himself. I mean, there's no question that a fil de bouche pocket square is a collector's item. It's for the connoisseur. Dwayne is without question a commensurate gentleman, a great friend of ours, and an incredible connoisseur. And I don't think that people really realize the age of these fil de bouche pocket squares. I mean, they are literally 100 years old, if not over. I mean, they're either approaching 100 or over 100 years old. And you know, we just took the final remaining stock from Seaman Oak Godard. So once we sell those out, so last time anyone will have an opportunity to acquire one of these pocket squares. I've got 2 of them for myself, and I've given them as gift to some of my closest personal friends. So Dwayne, thanks for your comment. We also have a comment from Dapper Works blog, where he says, he's actually commenting on my tie, and he says that yellow pattern tie is simply sublime. Where did you find it? So this is an old Drakes of London tie that I've had for years. Nice, beautiful, kind of vibrant yellow with a nice kind of blue accent to it. And it's a tie that I enjoy wearing whenever I really want my tie to pop. Normally, as you can see, I wear slightly more kind of subtle, subdued colors, which yellow is not. So it's not a tie that I wear frequently, but whenever I do, I always do get compliments. A great necktie is a wardrobe essential, and that's why we've got an entire collection of Kirby Allison sovereign grade ties that we have here on hangerproject.com, where we've really sought out, you know, those wardrobe fundamentals, those essentials that are easy to wear, don't take much effort to match just because they're so beautiful. And so if you don't have any of our sovereign grade ties, I encourage you to take a look. We have them made exclusively for us. We designed them, and they're made to a quality standard that is really unsurpassed. And our last post today is from Doyle Clark from Clarksville, Tennessee. There's no better way to end this video than with a little bit of closet inspiration or a little bit of a hanger eye candy, if you will. I mean, hangers, of course, were my first kind of love and inspiration for the hanger project because they're so overlooked whenever it comes to what they can do for a closet. I think that this photograph from Doyle Clark so clearly illustrates the magic of luxury wooden garment hangers in a closet. You can see all his shirts perfectly lined up. You know that they're being taken care of, that you're not gonna have any shoulder bumps because the sizing is appropriate. You know, shirts, often are what people think of hanging on a wooden hanger last because, they so often want to keep them on the wire dry cleaning hangers. And there's nothing that is a greater drag and really pulled on a closet than just ugly, really thoughtless dry cleaning hangers that are not taking care of anything in your wardrobe. What I love about Doyle's post is that he really says, look, this post is unsponsored, unbiased, and not requested. He tagged us, hashtagged us, and he says, in my opinion, Kirby Allison really stepped in and delivered a sorely needed product so many years ago. Thank you, Doyle. In this age of social media, we really appreciate this type of unsolicited, genuine post where someone, takes one of our products, snaps a picture, and posts it on Instagram or Facebook, and tags us. And one of the challenges of being an internet-based company is so often we're not having the opportunity to really personally interact, with our customers. And it's always such a pleasure to see people reaching out to us on Instagram because, I see all those posts personally. I really communicate back and forth with a lot of people that tag us on Instagram. And it's just such a great way for me to be able to reach out and really begin to form relationships with a lot of the people that are watching the videos and buying products from us. So, thank you so much for posting that and tagging us. And if someone, is watching this video and hasn't taken an opportunity to either share your shine or post something from your wardrobe, try it out. Give us a hashtag or tag us, and we'd love to see what you're up to. Once again, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for their comments and questions. It's your engagement on our YouTube channel, on Instagram, that really make these Q&As possible and really make just running the Hanger Project fun. Not only do these Q&As give me an opportunity to answer in greater depth a lot of the questions that I'm already answering, but they allow me to take a moment to just acknowledge my appreciation for everyone's involvement in this channel. I've absolutely enjoyed this platform and how it has allowed me to connect more directly with all of you, and I really have fun interacting with you and answering your questions. If you haven't taken an opportunity to ask a question or make a comment or to post something on Instagram and hashtag us, I invite you to do so. Even if you don't have any questions to ask, just sharing your opinions or your thoughts about our content and our products helps us make better videos for you in the future. I read all those questions and comments personally and really do enjoy getting back to as many of them as possible. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications by clicking the bell to the right of the subscribe button so that you can learn whenever we release new videos. If you have any questions or comments about anything we discussed on this video, please ask them in the comments section below. And of course, please visit hangerproject.com, where we have the largest, most comprehensive collection of luxury garment care and shoe care accessories in the world, as well as many other incredible products for the well-dressed. And while you are there, subscribe to our newsletter to receive notifications of new product launches, promotions, as well as a weekly digest of all the videos we publish here on our YouTube channel. I'm Kirby Allison, and thanks for joining me.